Dude, that's it. That's a record, baby.
So right now, it is Thursday, exactly 2 weeks to race day.
Tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 5 days.
Well, here we are, literally the day before we have to leave. And as you can see, not quite done yet.
Hail Mary. The plan originally was to make FL2K. And we went down to Bradenton, where FL2K is held, about a week earlier. And with the intention just to test the car at that track for the event. And we ended up slinging a couple rides out the side of the block. That kind of made it impossible to make FL2K, which really bummed us out on that.
Look at that.
So we were determined to make Hail Mary. It was no ifs, ands, or buts, we're making Hail Mary. And that proved to be a huge challenge on its own as well. I want to say they were spaced out close to a month, 4 weeks apart. So the first thing we jumped on was the motor, trying to figure out the motor. About a week before the Hail Mary event, week and a half, we found out that some of the parts for our new motor was not going to be possible to have in time. That put us in scramble mode. And luckily, we found a shop that was maybe 5 hours away from us that actually had a motor on the stand built by Thompson Motorsports, which is who we use for all of our engines in this car. They backed us up. They basically sponsor us in this engine area of the car. We drove the weekend before Hail Mary event to go pick it up and bring it back here. We got in the car and we needed our dry sump setup that we planned on running, which was coming from Daly's Engineering. Guys over at Thompson Motorsports got us all set up with that and overnighted it to us. Well, we've never ran a dry sump on this car, so we didn't know if we were gonna have clearance issues with turbo kit. We didn't know if we were gonna have clearance issues with the subframe that we just built. We didn't know about the motor mounts. So we got that, we started putting that on, and sure enough, we started having clearance issues. I need to do a little bit of research and figure out what we're gonna do about vacuum on the crankcase system, because I didn't see a regulator valve. Did you?
So, that looks super not good.
We had to do a last minute manifold modification. We cut the collector off, re-angled the collector on the manifold, made a new mid pipe, so that way the fittings coming out of the dry sump didn't hit it.
Boys, he's in there. There is hope.
Oh man, look at that.
It's a 6-stage dry sump that has a turbo sump scavenge port on it, so we draw all of our oil return back to the dry sump. That makes it a pretty long setup. Plus, on top of that, Daly's Engineering went up and above and made a adapter on the back of it to drive our Aeromotive fuel pump, which is typically belt driven off the crank. So it's a little bit longer too, and we put that back there and we go to stick it in, and come to find out it makes contact with the starter. The little Allen bolts coming off the back of the fuel pump. So luckily enough, Aeromotive put enough meat on that fuel pump to where we could countersink those bolts to where they were flush, and that barely gave us enough room to fit everything in line with each other, including the starter. So once we got that figured out, we still had a lot left to do. We got a new transmission with a new gear set shoved in the car, had the wrong bell housing on it. So we had to pull that back out, get a bell housing overnighted to us, shove a bell housing on it, shove it in the car. Then we have the new subframe on the car, which we had to redo the alignment on it. The day that we fired this thing up, Kyle knocked out the alignment on it, and we shoved it in a trailer 2 hours behind our schedule and drove straight to our local track, Emerald Coast Dragway, for a private test session. So that way we can at least get some track time on this brand new setup, engine, trans, that's never been ran before, and make sure we weren't gonna have major issues before driving 15 hours up to Maryland.
Chevy for first off the trailer.
Now with all the crap we've been trying to get done in no time. But literally first lick, didn't mean to leave on 12 pounds, but we left on 12 pounds. Felt good.
1,260 on the first leave.
That means we're gonna leave on more or faster. Yeah. So now it's fix some little issues here and there. Try to make a full pass. See what happens. We did 3 passes in 45-degree weather, cutting 1,260s back to back. And we found some issues, some ventilation issues with the dry sump and our crankcase system.
How's it looking, Mr. Cow?
Figure out where it's coming from. Well, it looks like rear main area.
This might be a sign that we need a Vibrant Performance sponsor.
And this is just track spares?
This is what goes in the race trailer. Loaded the car up, loaded everything up back in the trailer, and left the track and went straight to Maryland.
We're out of gas in the middle of Alabama at midnight. Kyle, enlighten us to our situation, please.
Well, there ain't nowhere open.
Thank you for those.
And the lady said you might as well stay in a hotel because you ain't gonna find anywhere.
We ran out of fuel. There were no stations open that had diesel anywhere at that time, at all, period. It did not make any sense to us. We drove for 30 to 40 miles on 0 fuel to try to find a station. And we finally just ended up parking behind a gas station, calling a roadside assistance company that was actually an hour away that had diesel. And they brought us a big tank of diesel to put in our truck. So we took a little nap for an hour waiting on them to show up. We get the diesel and we're back on the road driving to Maryland. Get to Maryland, everything's going smooth. They stick us in the first pit spot. Like as soon as you come in the gate, race vehicles, all the pit area, and then all of the spectator parking. We were literally the first people you saw when you came in. So that was kind of cool. Everybody got to see the car first thing when they showed up. As soon as we got there, we went straight to work. There was still a lot that needed to be finished. The bumper wasn't on the car, splitter wasn't on the car. We needed to look over the vehicle because all this was new and only had 3 passes on it. So we did that, set up our little pit area, And then Thursday morning, we made our first lick.
Good morning. Welcome along.
I was so messed up this morning.
Yeah?
Clock in the damn hotel's off by an hour.
Yep, so is ours.
Phone's going off at all kinds of weird damn alarms. I'm hallucinating because I'm tired. It's 12:30. No paparazzi, no paparazzi.
Moonshine. Trailer welding. Woo, look at that.
First quarter mile pass on the whole setup. And I want to say our first pass was a 787, which is already a new personal best for us. And we had the car detuned so bad. It was on 13 degrees of timing with 3.2 AFR on methanol. It was fat rich, no timing in it. It was actually pissed off at us because we dialed it back so much. It wanted a ton more power thrown at it off the line. And if you've ever raced on a Miller Brothers prep track, it's thick. We literally didn't have one issue with traction off the line this entire week that we were in Maryland. It was insane. So we just started putting power to it. We got the boost up to 35 pounds, left that there. We kept the car on the richer side of things, just to be on the safe side because we were going to start playing with timing. And we went from 13 degrees to 18 degrees. We knew a lot of the time we could pick up was at the beginning of the run, basically off the line. The boost ramp, let's just give it all. Right after the trans brake is released, let's just give it all the boost. So in first gear, we were launching at 17 pounds off the line at 4,700 RPM two-step and going straight to 30 pounds of boost in first. Yes. Still not even a 4.9 yet.
That's what we're saying.
So if I get my 4.9, oh yeah, we got a 7.3 in it this weekend. It overheated.
All smiles down there.
We ran a 767, I believe, or a 765, somewhere in that area. And we still didn't have enough off the launch. That launch was, I want to say 15 pounds. We were only pulling 1.8 Gs. So to me in the car, it actually felt lazy. It was 126 60 foot. We've done 120s, so we were really wanting to get a 160 this weekend. We've been in the 4s already in the 8th. Those 2 passes were only 5.1s.
Hell yeah!
Oh yeah.
Just think about that shit.
Almost there. Throw some more timing at it. Still low. See what the plugs say. And just leave out of the hole harder. That's where it's all going to be. You got the top in, no problem. It's going to be getting out of the hole.
What do you think we're gonna run right here? What's your prediction there, guy?
We got the timing a little bit. He said he's gonna try to leave a little more boost, a little more RPM.
So once again, do a little rotation, do a little dragging.
Ran a 7.67 last go round.
Motor to 1 and 2, front wheel drive to 3 and 4. Ace session coming
Gonna
at
go
you
good
here.
at. We're gonna hit a 7.58. That's what's gonna happen.
And you got to.
Was 756. Oh boy! Hold on to it! Hold on to it! Wow! Put your hands together! That what a save that!
Let's get it back. No, it's water. It's just water that got on the ground. All right. Oil sprayed on the fender. It's just water on the ground. That's why they walked the track.
Awesome launch. Didn't spin. Didn't shake. Nothing. He's going down. As soon as he passes the traps, boom. 756 at 188 miles an hour. We're down there hooting and hollering. We're happy as can be. Hell yeah, whole 9 yards.
Yes! Dude! Dude! That's it. That's the record, baby.
So I stopped videoing, and all we see from the line is a little bit of smoke and the chute. You know, when he first took off, he took off and the car kind of veered to the right just a little bit. You know, maybe that might have been a little bit of coolant coming out of the overflow, you know, shooting on the ground. But he got down there to the traps. We saw the trap speed, saw that record pass, and we started shooting into the golf cart. We get down there, everybody's hooting and hollering, nice save, this and that. Everybody's like, yeah, good job, good job. We're like, what's going on?
Did you hit the wall?
No, but
Close. Yeah.
that run was the record pass at 756 at 188. And it was also the wildest ride we have ever done in a car. We went through the traps at 188 sideways. We 3-wheeled the car, and so grateful that the chute came out. The chute came out at the perfect moment when the car was on 3 wheels and straightened it out. There was literally nothing else I could have done in that car while driving. I had the steering wheel locked, trying to go back straight. If it wasn't for the chute, it would have been a very nasty wreck. It was going to be a rollover and a tumble.
Thanks guys for watching, subscribing, sharing, liking, commenting. All of that helps out in every way possible. Check out our website, purefabricationllc.com. We're going to be trying to pump out more videos more often. Thank you for watching. What's up, dude?
Man, you gotta be like more energetic when I stick a camera in your face and be all
It's
happy.
day one, dog. It's day one. Give me some time.